はい、皆さんこんばんは、カルティです。今回もですね、こちらのバックトゥザフューチャーザゲームパート4をですね、やっていきたいと思います。今回が、なんだっけ、ダブルビジョンっていうタイトルですね。バックトゥザフューチャーとか言いながら、時計仕掛けのオレンジっていう話ですね。はい。じゃあ、やっていきましょう。ああ、まだ視聴室みたいなとこいるのか。
Where am I? Ah, Citizen Plus? Citizen Plus!
待機室から脱出せよ。なんかいろいろ出てきてますけど。
Doesn't look like it's on. That's not very relaxing.
ちょっと演出変えてきましたね。なんか話してるっぽいけど。
Make sure the McFly boy is prepped for his Citizen Plus treatment by the time I finish with my husband.
How is Citizen Brown?
I'm afraid it's worse than we imagined. He's gone completely antisocial.
Darn.
We're using every tool at our disposal to snap him out of it. But I fear that nothing short of a complete personality rebuild will bring our leader back to us.
And it's all McFly's fault.
Unbelievable, isn't it? One teenage hooligan has brought Hill Valley to the brink of ruin. Ah, well. Let me know when he's ready. I'll be tending to Citizen Brown.
I gotta get out of here and rescue Doc.
ドア開かないでしょ?
Hey, let me out!
聞こえやしないね。
Someone's locked up all my stuff. I'll never get that combination on my own.
番号。役に立ちそうなものがないね。カメラ。
Martin?
Ah, Dad, is that you?
Who else would it be?
Where are you?
Back in the garage. What are you doing in the Citizen Plus ward?
Edna threw me in here.
She can't do that to my son. How can I help?
Is there any way you could help me escape this loony bin?
What did you have in mind?
I don't know. Maybe override the security systems or something.
Override the what? Son, this isn't a science fiction movie.
Know anything about cracking combination locks?
Sorry, son. I'm more of a peeping Tom than a safecracker.
わかんないっぽいっす
That I'm not happy that you're here, but why are you here?
I'm looking for your mother.
Mom?
After you left, she and I had a big old fight, and, well, she went and signed herself up for a full battery of Citizen Plus treatments.
Didn't you tell her about Biff?
I tried. You know your mother. Once she puts her mind to something, she's a regular force of nature.
I figure that if I can just find her, maybe I can talk her out of this foolishness.
なんかスピーカーに AX っていうのついてるから、ギター流されへんかな。母さん見つかった?
So, have you found Mom yet?
Not yet.
You wouldn't believe how many cameras they've got around here.
It's nice that you're concerned about Mom, but couldn't you come down here yourself?
Oh, I couldn't do that. I'm probably in enough trouble with the authorities already.
No, I think it's better for everyone if I stay here in my garage with my televisions and cameras.
Dad, those Citizen Plus watches are gonna turn everyone in Hill Valley into robots, starting with Citizen Brown.
I always suspected digital watches were evil.
It's not the watches, Dad, it's Edna. She's completely lost it.
Citizen Edna's crazy? Oh, that's not good. Although it would explain a lot.
ちょっと番号
Stay
っす
close,
ね。
Dad.
I'm as close as I can get, Martin.
番号。ヒント使います。もしくはある。シティゼンプラスに他の主人はいるだろうか。ベッドの上の窓に。あ、なるほど。おお。
Jen? Hey, Jennifer! I gotta get her attention.
どうやって？
Hey, Jen! What are those windows made of?
ポスターの裏がつながってる
That's
とか。
not very relaxing.
なんもないな。ロッカー開かへんし。
Hello?
What?
Why is all my stuff locked in a cage?
In order to ensure that Citizen Plus patients don't injure themselves, their belongings are placed in a locked box until the completion of their Citizen Plus treatment.
Injure themselves?
It's a very intensive process. Some people can't handle it.
荷物を見てもいい？
Can I take a look at my stuff for a second?
Why?
I want to make sure my guitar neck isn't getting bent.
What?
Come on, man. My parents spent a fortune on that thing.
Fine. Back
Ingo.
away from the door, sir.
いいんかい。
There. How's the guitar?
I guess it's okay.
Good.
番号覚えたかな？
I'll never get that combination on my own.
なんで何のために見たんやし。
Hello?
What now?
Hey, could you get me a burger or something? The only food I've had today is a tofu dog.
Regrettably, sir, the rigors of the Citizen Plus treatment require you to begin the process with an empty stomach.
Can I go visit Jennifer Parker? She's right next door.
Citizen Plus patients are not allowed to fraternize. It contaminates the treatments.
もう一度荷物を見てもい
Take
い？
another look at my stuff.
No.
なんでここ
Me
から
out
出し
of
て。
here.
Sorry, sir, but Citizen Plus patients aren't allowed to exit their waiting rooms until the Citizen Plus treatment chamber has been suitably prepped for their procedure.
僕を閉じ込めておくことはできないぞ。
Can't keep me in here. It's against the law.
When you sign your Citizen Plus treatment agreement, you gave the Citizen Plus ward legal approval to incarcerate you until the completion of your Citizen Plus treatment.
サインしたんか？
I didn't sign anything.
Of course you did, sir. Citizen Edna handed me the paperwork herself.
Of course she did. I don't suppose you believe me if I told you that Edna forged my signature?
That's a good one, sir.
ダメやな。 ドアもダメやし。なんか見えるかな。あ、ドクが。へえ、スーパーバイオレンスになってしまう。
Hey, Jen! What are those windows made of?
気づかないね。他にけど行くところ、お父ちゃんにもう一回。
Dad,
How can I help, son?
could you let me talk to Jennifer?
Jennifer Parker?
Yeah, she's in the room next door.
Let's see, that'd be waiting room beta.
おお、すごい。
Got it.
You're all patched in, son. Jennifer.
Martin, is that you? Where are you?
I'm over here, in the camera.
Oh, Martin, aren't you in enough trouble already?
Trouble? Jen, what are you talking about?
You know, with all the drinking and the PDAs.
Jennifer, what's wrong with you? You sound strange.
I used to be strange, Martin, but thanks to my first Citizen Plus treatment, I'm well on my way to becoming an average, well-adjusted teenager.
Citizen Plus? Oh no, Jen, not you too.
んと開いてるん。
Why is your door open?
Now that I'm finished with my Citizen Plus treatment, I'm free to go whenever I want. I'm just waiting for the nice guard to escort me out.
へえ。
Hey, do you know what time it is?
No.
Didn't they give you some kind of digital watch when you were done with all that brainwashing?
The Citizen Plus watch? I won't get one of those for another 5 or 6 treatments.
Rats. Hey, on your way out, do you think you could help me break out of here?
Oh, I couldn't do that, Martin. It's against the rules.
Jen, snap out of it. This isn't the real you. I mean, it's kind of like the real you, but not like the real you in this timeline.
Wow, that's...
I know, it sounds crazy.
I'd never call you crazy, Martin. You're just sick. I should know I used to be sick too. But now I never want to spray paint a Buick or listen to rock music ever again.
治ったっちゃ治ったんかな。治ってるっぽいけど。
Jen, this whole Citizen Plus thing is a scam. Edna's using it to take control of everyone in Hill Valley, including her husband.
You know, Citizen Edna told me you were having paranoid delusions, but I had no idea.
So, what was your Citizen Plus treatment like anyway?
Well, that's weird. I don't really remember. Must be a side effect of the treatments.
ダメやな。助けてくれはなさそうっすね。
Okay, forget breaking out. Could you at least come visit me? It's kind of lonely in here.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to see each other until you've undergone your first Citizen Plus treatment.
Why not?
Because your gosh danged hormones are out of control, Martin.
ダメっ
Could
す
you
ね。
hang around for a few minutes? It's nice to have someone to talk to.
I'll be here until the guard comes for me. Then I'll really have to tell him about how you're hijacking the cameras.
Oh, come on, don't be a narc.
I'm not a narc. I'm a good citizen.
お父ちゃん
Dad,
How can I help, son?
you got any advice for getting out of here?
Keep working on Jennifer. She may be acting strange, but that girl's crazy about you.
なるほど。
I tried to peek over the guard's shoulder to get the combination, but he's too tall.
Over his shoulder? Hold on.
What?
I may have it on tape.
Zoom, enhance, zoom, enhance.
Ha! What?
The camera was high enough to see over his shoulder.
Nice work, Dad.
The combination is 2 left,
お、
8
来た来た
right,
来た来た。
18 left, 32 right.
All right.
Hey, your guitar! I'm sorry I tried to throw it out.
Yeah, the guitar's pretty cool, but this is what I care about.
No fair making your dad all misty, son.
Crime rate falls to new low. Yeah, because it's a police state. Good old regular dad. I wonder if I'll ever see him again.
ギターをここ
I can't plug my guitar into that.
あ、そこ、これか。間違えた。
Okay, Jane, here's a little something I think you're gonna like. At least, I hope you still do.
Martin?
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin.
始まったら。
What are you doing?
What's going on here?
I have
With the
no
saw?
idea, sir. I was minding my own business, and all of a sudden a horrible noise started coming out of that camera.
Well, that's not right.
Yeah, well, neither is
おお、思い出してる。
No one scrambles my brain. You hear me? No one. I'm Jennifer Parker, rock and roller.
Jen?
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, Jen.
No time for small talk, McFly. We need to get you disguised so we can walk out of here.
やったね。
Calvin Klein underwear? Really?
There. How do I look?
Little short for a stormtrooper, but it'll have to do. Come on!
お父ちゃんに報告して。
Dad?
いない。えお父ちゃん
Okay, Hotshot, what's next?
Now we rescue Citizen Brown, get the hell out of here, and get things back to the way they're supposed to be.
Whatever, just as long as I get to break some stuff. I've got a lot of pent-up hostility right now, you know?
Miss Parker,
What the?
Yeah.
I'm here to escort you to the lobby. Your father's waiting for you.
Can he wait? I was hoping that this attractive young man could take me on a tour of the facilities.
I'm afraid I really must insist, miss.
Relax, Jennifer. I've got everything under control.
Really?
Really.
Okay then. But first...
What was that for?
For saving me, dummy. Let's go, officer.
You know, I'm probably gonna have to write you up for a PDA violation.
Don't bite me.
What?
Rock and roll.
かっこいい。ここの下にブラウンおるよね。ブラウンっていうか、毒が。どうしましょう。匂いなんか出てきたな。匂いディスペンサー。
Looks like a giant air freshener. Weird.
Don't worry, Emmett. It'll all be over soon.
なんか嗅がされてるね。
I don't know what kind of movies they're showing Doc, but I don't think he's enjoying them.
やばいって。このスピーカーやばいって。
That speaker looks really familiar.
クラシックが流れてしまう。トレイ。
Can I have some of that? Feels like I haven't eaten in years.
No, that's Tannen's. He's not allowed to eat it until he's taken his pacification pill.
We tried to give it to him an hour ago, but he still hasn't swallowed it.
Let me try. I can be pretty persuasive.
No.
やばそうやな、毒。
Busy.
そうだ。どれ
Don't touch that! I need the caffeine.
ここに眠り薬みたいなのできたらいいけど。ん
Hey, get me out of here.
Sorry, can't hear you in this thing, but thanks for the duds, though.
なんで捕まってるのどっちこっち
I can't leave before I rescue Doc. He's the only guy who could repair the DeLorean.
ですね。超これは
Wow, they've really got this door locked up tight. I wonder what sick freak they've got in here. Ah!
あ、ビフか。
I should have known. Hi, Biff. Looks like your intercom's busted. Just as well. It'd probably be just a bunch of swearing and mixed metaphors anyway.
外に出たい
Want
か
out of here, big guy? Guess they don't work. The guard says I'm not supposed to give you any food until you swallow your pill.
Disengage occipital overrides.
飲んだんじゃない
Can I have some of that? Feels like I haven't eaten in years.
No, that's tannins. He's not allowed to eat it until he's taken his pacification pill. We tried to give it to him an hour ago, but he still hasn't swallowed it.
Let me try. I can be pretty persuasive.
No.
さっき飲んでたで
What part of spizzy don't you understand?
試しにこっち行こう
What are you doing in here?
Looking for the bathroom?
The next scheduled bathroom break isn't for another 158 minutes.
Right.
No improvement, Citizen Edna. Shall I recycle the treatment?
Very well. Increase the overall stimulation levels by a factor of 1.21 kilocalories in
I've seen that helmet somewhere before, but it never did that.
思考を読み取るマシンですね。何したいんやこれ。アイテムがギターか。本当じゃもらんなったし。なるほど。あ、オッケー。
I'd never get my hand under there.
新聞あれ違うな。先にこれ使って、この上にピエさせたらいいよね。
I almost feel sorry for the poor guy. Almost. Hi, Biff. Come on, Biff, just swallow your pill. Ah, Biff spit.
で、これをここの中に。
Hey, is that a public display of affection over there?
What? Sorry, it was just a shadow. Stop goofing around and get back to work. Yes, sir.
そんな早く溶けてるんかな。めっちゃ効果強すぎるやろこれ。
Jeez, what have they been feeding Biff? Horse tranquilizers?
You, God!
Who, me?
I mean, me?
Yes, you. As you can see, that slacker of a technician is sleeping on the job again. Please be a dear and tend to the Citizen Plus control panel, will you?
Sure.
Okay, Doc, I'm in. Now, how do I get you out of here without turning you into a vegetable?
Just let it go, Emmett. When you wake up, you'll be a whole new person.
操作盤を
Jeez, where's the off button on this thing? Hey, an equalizer. At least, I think it's an equalizer.
どれ？どれをどうしたんや。
Olfactory. I think I know what that means.
What the?
Looks like the aroma tanks have clogged themselves again.
Oh, thank you. I hadn't noticed that. Come on, make yourself useful.
ここ行ったの。
I'm sorry about the delay, dear. This'd go a lot easier if you just gave up this madness about time machines and altering the past. You should concentrate on the future.
There is no future for us.
You won't think that in a few more hours.
Edna, please, think about the consequences of your actions.
Me? You're the one threatening the social order of Hill Valley with your crazy time machine talk.
でもマックスにしてないかな。
Tactile.
あ
Oh, sorry. Volume. Finally, a word I can understand. Okay, that moved him a few inches. Maybe I can blast him right out the door.
Where's Martin?
Don't worry, dear. After we're done repairing your damaged mind, we'll...
Optics.
何見せられてんの？
Gastrosensory. I am not doing that again.
じゃあボリューム？
I guess the speakers won't push him any further until I hook it up to a really big sound.
なるほど。どっかなんか これかな。ギターを。
I've gotten away with this for years, Emmett. You've just been too distracted by the little gadgets and gizmos I've thrown your way to notice.
いくぜ。
There's no jack.
なんてなかったの。どこ？上か。こっちや。下でなんかいろいろしてる間に。あ、ここにあるわ。
Arrest this woman.
They won't listen to you, Emmett. Everyone here has been trained to ignore the cries of patients undergoing the Citizen Plus treatment, even yours.
Hey, Doc, let's get ready to blow this joint.
What was that? You! What are you doing?
Get my friend out of here, you nutcase.
あれ
Okay, that was a little less dramatic than I had expected.
嘘。
Whoa!
飛び上がった。
Let's go, Your Honor.
What? I can't hear you!
You're welcome.
Damn you, slackhead!
Attention citizens. This is an Omega-1 priority alert. Potentially disruptive nonconformists are loose in the courthouse. Please return to your homes until the situation has been resolved. Have a nice day.
賢い。エドナあんたに何をしたの？
What was Edna doing to you back there?
She was trying to rebuild my personality from the ground up, erasing the parts she didn't like.
Harsh. Hey, it's my mom. Hey.
Don't talk to her. She could give us away.
どうしましょうね。
No offense, Your Honor, but why'd you marry Edna anyway? She's kind of crazy.
Yes, now. But back when we were first dating, her madness was tempered by an ironclad sense of right and wrong. At least, that's how it seemed to me at the time.
Shouldn't we go help?
Once we go back and change history, none of this will ever happen.
I guess. What do we do now?
Now we wait for the guards to clear out so we can make a break for your time machine.
お父ちゃんも来た。かっこいい。
All right, Dad.
かっこよすぎるやろ。
Where is the DeLorean anyway?
I had the wreck towed to my secret lab near Clayton Ravine.
Clayton Ravine, as in Clara Clayton?
Why? Is that significant?
Well, Clara's kind of supposed to be your wife, so yeah.
Fascinating.
Mom, Dad, no!
They'll be fine. Once we repair the time stream, none of this will ever have happened.
I guess you're right.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Great, let's go fix the DeLorean.
I'm afraid I'll have to do that without you, Martin.
What? Why?
Well, from what little I understand of time travel, if you help me rebuild the time machine, your presence in the repair efforts could cause some sort of temporal paradox after we return to 1931.
So what am I supposed to do? Just hang out here in Bizarro Hill Valley until you fix the time machine?
Exactly. But don't worry, if things work out according to plan, you won't even notice I'm gone.
You know, for a second there, you sounded almost as confusing as the real Doc.
See? We're making progress already. See you soon, Martin.
Good luck, Your Honor.
Oh, and you might want to stay off the streets for a few seconds.
Stay off the street? Citizen Brown? Emmett?
He's not coming back.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Emmett. Without me to guide him, he's almost useless. Before I found him, he was a miserable failure who never finished anything. But with me to inspire him, look at what we've built!
You think you've inspired Doc? I'll have you know that without you, Emmett Brown is destined to build a time-traveling DeLorean and a flying time train.
Preposterous! Emmett couldn't even build a dog feeder without me to guide him.
Yeah, well, he did that too. Yeah, you've inspired him all right. Inspired him to turn Hill Valley into a bunch of uptight dorks.
I wouldn't expect a delinquent like you to understand.
Not the only inspiration in Doc's life, you know. In my timeline, he married one of the sweetest women of the 19th century.
Sweetness. Yeah. Emmett needs discipline to stay focused. He's so easily distracted.
Okay, Your Honor. I'm starting to get a little concerned here.
Oh, 早っすげえ
It worked! Ha-ha! 1 second I'm in the present, the next I'm 6 months in the past. Amazing!
6 months? It took you 6 months to repair the time machine?
6 months, my family fortune, and a sketchy deal with a gang of Libyan nationals. But it was all worth it for this moment. Ha-ha!
Emmett, don't do this. You need help.
Oh, blow it out of your exhaust, poor dear. Now that I've escaped into the past, your pack of divorce lawyers can't... Martin, how long have you been waiting for me?
A couple of minutes, maybe?
That's curious. I set the repair time circuits to arrive only a couple of seconds after I left. Oh, well, I'm sure there's no need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Here.
What's this?
Clothes for our trip. We can't have you traipsing around 1931 in that ridiculous outfit.
Wait, our trip?
You didn't think I was going to let you erase the worst mistake of my life without my help, did you?
Fine, leave!
エドナを理解してんのかなこれ
I run this town!
Time circuit set for August 26, 1931. You ready to go, Your Honor?
Call me, Doc.
This is where I last saw him. You, teenage you. You were headed this way, arm in arm with Edna.
Ugh, luckily, my erstwhile wife was never the type to kiss on the first date. If we work fast and stay focused, we can see to it that our relationship never moves beyond the hand-holding stage. Well, will you look at that? The old town theater.
Uh-huh.
I haven't thought about this place in years. The missus made me tear it down back in '71. Said the movies were corrupting the younger generation. It was all nonsense, of course. I spent countless evenings here in my youth, and it never turned me into a hoodlum. Say, remember Public Enemy? Why, you dirty rat, no good yellow-bellied stool. Never did manage to see Frankenstein, though.
That's what caused the whole problem, remember? We've got to get young you to see Frankenstein.
Right, of course. The film that was supposed to set off a chain reaction in my imagination, inspiring with a notion that would launch my scientific career.
You've still got no memory of what that notion was?
Well, how could I? It happened in the brain of a different Emmett Brown. An Emmett Brown now erased by the shifting sands of time. Luckily for us, I do know something about my own brain, having lived in it for the past 70-plus years. Once we get my younger self re-inspired by that movie, nothing will distract him from his proper... Great Scott, will you look at that?
The town square?
It's just like I remember it, only dirtier. Oh, the old courthouse.
Come on now, Doc, you need to... Go inside and check it out. First rule of time travel, Doc, never allow your other self to catch sight of you. It could cause reality to collapse or something.
You mean?
Right behind you. Don't peek. Go on. I'll let you know when you're gone. And don't forget, you're Carl Sagan.
The billions and billions guy?
The suspected arsonist.
Huh?
Just go with it.
話わけわからなくなってきた。この一緒に来たドクは、まあ、初めてのタイムトラベルやから、ちょっとテンション上がり気味な感じですね。じゃあ17歳のドクに、フランケンシュタイン見るように。
Michael, you do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
全部嫌味やな。
Oh, you know, here and there, you're a little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady. You know, I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kid on your own.
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but no, I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now, but until that crisis, I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another. Imagine!
Yeah, well, sometimes first impressions are right. The thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, you know, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, sure. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
And as for my project, it's practically done.
The rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked a rocket car.
But...
More trouble than it's worth. I'll never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
Social utility? Since when do you care about...
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
The what?
It was Edna's idea, and she's really been cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Emmett, I'm a little confused here. What day is it?
Why, it's opening day. The opening day of the expo. Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab. If Edna catches me dawdling, there'll be heck to pay. Catch you around, Corleone.
October 12th? Doc?
あ、帰ってくる時間がずれてきたってことか。いないいないですね。あれどこ行った？困ったちゃんやな。
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh, we're 2 months late. The expo's about to start and teenage you is already in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up in '86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age. Or worse, the Mesozoic.
Then we're stuck?
For the time being. I'll look into the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
Right. I'll go to the lab and see if I can talk teenage you out of...
Impossible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember. Better to focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
Edna, where can I find him?
Where do you think? I'll drive. The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
Mm-hmm. 泉さんこんばんはです。ここよ。
You were right. There she is.
My soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing if not predictable.
Do I really have to talk to her? I mean, couldn't I just hang out until you fix the time circuits and... I'll talk to her. You better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All Car of the Future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
Why not? Good luck!
一応時計仕掛けのオレンジ終わったんですけど、今また帰ってきて歴史を修正するとこですね。何話す？エメットと別れさせる。テロリアンはドクがすぐ直してくれましたね。これ31年戻ってきたとこですね。31年から現代戻るときにドクがいなくなったんで一回戻ってきて、それを戻すためのややこしいな。なんで朝ここにおる？
Hey, Artie.
Officer.
Officer?
Right. Don't blow your cover.
Will you please keep your mind on the task at hand?
Can't talk right now.
Spell it B-R-O-W-N. It's not exactly an obscure name.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love... Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... Oh, dear.
Mr. Corleone! You do pop up at the oddest times. What are you doing here?
君とエメットを別れさせようってやばい。どれもなんかあれじゃない。
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did. Have you seen Emmett?
配信前に戻っても会議に出るだけじゃないですか。はい。
Yeah, just now, in the town square.
Oh, then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think, he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known anyone like him, so oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
Yeah. I don't get it. I mean, Emmett's nice and all, but he's not exactly the kind of guy that has girls swarming all over him.
Well, I'm not your average girl.
Yeah, but...
I appreciate your concerns, Mr. Corleone, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T. That's Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
機関棒ですね。根気よく続けよう。やだ。何を生み出したのか。何を生み出したのか聞いたくない？
You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Corleone, you know that? Well, his physical appearance for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in a suit. Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Faithful as a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly, and most important...
Yes?
Well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain, I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities...
Say, what's your game?
Just curious, just trying to understand the female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Now, Mr. Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
僕ほどエメットのこと知らない。
You say you know Emmett is a model citizen, but you don't know him as well as I do. Did you know he once cheated some Libyans out of plutonium?
Plutonium? What would Libyans want with plutonium? I'm sure he had a very good reason. Emmett's mind map demonstrates conclusively his brain is oriented toward virtue.
This one time, to power one of his science experiments, Emmett hijacked a train.
Please, there hasn't been a train hijacking in Hill Valley since the days of Mad Dog Tannen.
Emmett's done a lot of shady things in his time. My vice principal warned me to stay away from him.
Your vice principal sounds like a dolt.
あれ
What the heck is this mental alignment meter of Emmett's?
Oh, it's an absolutely revolutionary invention! Measures a person's affinities, what he's attracted to, what he's repulsed by, that sort of thing.
Interesting. And it really works?
Well, of course! What's the point of inventing something that doesn't work? Or, anyway, it works well enough for my purposes.
やべえやつやな。
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
有田さん、こんばんはです。
Hey, Audie. You seen my Oriole?
You mean this?
Yeah, thanks.
何これ何のコスプレ
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.
エメット、彼女を騙している。何をしたらいい？ちょっと一回こっち。誰だっけ？トリクシーか。
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Audie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
So what are you doing down here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future? At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow, and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here.
これおばあちゃんなんかな 何嫉妬させるの？
Listen, I've got a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Audie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were, you know.
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Sometimes a guy's gotta resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
Ah.
Edna might be a pill, but if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techne, Muse of Progress.
テクネっていうんや。なんかまあアメコミとかにそうな感じですね。
Whose idea was it to put a science and technology expo in Hill Valley?
Beats me. Audie says it's all bred in circuses, but I ain't seen a single clown yet today.
関係なさそうやなこいつは。
See you, Trixie.
From this chamber of wonders, we bid you a fond adieu.
どうやって例えばおじいちゃんからもらったスーツをぺっちょんくっちょんに汚しとくとか。
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not
open?
till tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds. You got official business here?
なんやこいつは。
Yeah.
Well, stay out of the way of the workers. You look familiar. Do I know you?
Nope.
Huh? ニヒルバレーの過去と未来。トラック。これなんか使えそうですね。
It's not as nice as my truck back in 86. Jeez, I hope I still have a truck back in 86.
あの車活かしてるよね。どこに知恵を借りる？
Ah, good. You're back. Give me the full report.
She says she likes you because you've got a virtuous mind, you look good in a suit, and you're completely faithful to her.
Dang, she's got me dead to rights. Well, you'll just have to find a way to change her mind. I'll be here if you need any help. Do you need any help?
どうやって？
Dad never told me about a Hill Valley Expo.
It was Mayor Thomas's idea. He had visions of Hill Valley becoming a magnet for big investors in the technology sector. But the venture folded after the third year when the influenza exhibit leaked into the concession stand.
Oh. Any idea what your teenage self is doing right now?
Unless I miss my guess, he's in the garage frantically working on his latest invention and cursing because he can't quite get it to work. There!
So, what do we do about Edna?
Only one thing we can do. Lie. Make me out to be a less desirable catch than I really am.
Why would she believe me? She said she knows you inside and out.
Then you'll have to resort to skullduggery. You've done it before. You gotta be getting good at it by now.
Yeah, I guess I am.
何の話？急に喋らなくなったの。
No, no! After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you're planning on altering it, my resolve may weaken.
OK。 どうやってやったっけ。とりあえず9引くか。
Back again, Mr. Corleone? What can I help you with?
I was thinking. I found out about Trixie Trotter.
Yes?
Apparently they made her some sort of queen of the festival. Techne, the muse of progress.
They didn't. Well, they said this expo would give Hill Valley a reputation. I didn't realize this is what they meant.
What have you got against Trixie?
It's the idea of it, allowing our city to be represented by a woman like that. I won't stand for it. As a socially conscious citizen, I demand you discharge that muse.
Trixie? What's wrong with her?
Oh, she's hardly qualified for an honorific post at a public event.
Look, lady, she fits the costume. She's an American citizen, and she managed to memorize all her lines. What more qualifications do you want?
Oh, these people are impossible.
Why do you want to get Trixie fired?
One simply can't allow women like that to attain positions of respect in society. It creates a very bad precedent for the future.
Does it?
But try telling it to this poor sap. She's got him completely steamrolled. That's how they operate.
Is it?
Still, I could get her discharged if I had the goods on her. No doubt a woman like that has left a trail of scandal, and I'd find it if I were still a reporter. But I haven't got time to do the legwork now. I'm too busy with Emmett and his invention.
そんなこと言ってるから一人でアパートでなんか新聞溜め込むことになるんやで。そんなことより。
That's all the questions I got.
Very well then.
スープ屋さんがいますね。
How about you? Have you got any questions for me?
No.
Then kindly let me pass.
I'm afraid I can't until I've located your registration form.
Oh, this is absurd!
この人なんか、この人捕まってないんやね。あれ？キューボール。
Hey, pal.
Oh, geez, this guy again.
Funny, I was gonna say the same thing. Shouldn't you be in jail with the rest of Kid's gang?
I was, but then an opportunity availed itself and I...
Sang like a canary.
I prefer to think of it as exhibiting an admirable sense of self-preservation.
まだ賢い人やったんかな。
Will you be playing piano for Trixie later?
Nah.
Why not?
Cause little Miss Goody Two-Shoes thinks she's too respectable for cue ball these days.
You seem kind of angry about Trixie.
Angry? Listen, kid, me and Trixie go way back. I know stuff about her that even Kid doesn't know. Stuff that'd curl your socks.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And now to see her flouncing around the place, making like her stink don't smell, it just... well, it just cheeses me off, you know?
Have you heard from Kid lately?
We're not exactly on speaking terms these days, on account of our varying degrees of incarceration.
What kind of stuff have they got you hauling here?
How the heck would I know? Electro this, robo that, dynamo the other. It's all Greek to me.
Hey, what's with your teeth?
My teeth?
Yeah, they're green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
何？どういうこと？
Seriously, man, what's going on with your teeth?
It's nothing. Nothing. Oh, crap.
What's wrong?
It's these.
Dr. Frinkle's algae cakes?
A crate of them fell off the truck while I was unloading it, and I just can't stop eating them. How was I to know they'd turn my teeth green?
Well, the algae part might have been a clue.
Please don't rat me out the audio, okay? I really need this job.
No problem, but you better let me keep the cakes.
Sure thing, pal.
これをどこにあげたいってこと？
So what's so, toe curling about Trixie's past?
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, come on.
No.
Tell you what, I'll tell you something embarrassing about me first.
Like what?
Well, under the influence of alcohol, my mom made a pass at me.
Ooh! All right, Junior, you win. That was pretty embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as this.
Is that Trixie?
Yep.
She's not wearing much.
No kidding. She did a lot of these artistic postcards a few years ago. I got a whole set of them.
I have one.
No. You ain't gonna do nothing bad with it, are you?
Hey, I promise. I'll only use it for the greater good.
Wow. Okay.
ははこれおばあちゃんなの？おばあちゃんじゃないの？わからない。
Walk funny, mister.
改める必要があります。
Trixie sure got some nice, antlers. This is definitely something Edna wouldn't approve of.
エドナをここで暴れさせるってこと？
That's a good thing these things never caught on.
ケーキ食べるかな？
How about an algae cake?
Don't mind if I do.
あ、食べた。
Not bad. Algae, you say? I'm going to suggest that they add that to the menu at the orphanage.
歯が緑色だったけど。で、これ見せてみる？
You might want to take a look at this.
Why in the world would I be interested in... Oh, what have we here? Oh, sir! Mr. McFly! It appears your muse has been inspiring more than progress.
Trixie? Oh, no. What are you doing with a dirty postcard?
What is she doing in a dirty postcard? I swear, Mr. McFly, if that doesn't convince you that Trixie Trotter is unfit to represent Hill Valley...
I don't need you to lecture me about who I can or can't hire, Miss Strickland. Trixie's darn good at what she does. I don't care if she was once the winsome wench of Winnipeg. Her past doesn't matter. Trixie?
What is it, Audie?
You know I don't like to pry, but what state did you grow up in?
Province, Manitoba. Why?
Not even an American.
See, darling, the charter specifically states that the Expo's hostess must be a U.S. citizen, so if you're really a Canadian...
I'm being fired? You're firing me?
I don't want to.
Here, take it back.
Well, I'm glad somebody's listening to reason.
Let's talk.
ね、これはこれで過去変わるとかじゃないよね。もしこれをおばあちゃんやったとして、おじいちゃんとくっつかんかったら、マーティ消えてしまうよね。
Trixie?
I'll do it. I'll make that blue-nosed Betty eat her heart out.
That's great. I got it all planned out. When Emmett shows
But
up...
we gotta do it my way.
Huh?
I'm no good with improvising, and I ain't gonna memorize no lines. But I was in this play once. The Parlourmaid's Predicament. I figure I could lift a scene from that.
Okay.
Only, I need a few props.
Why am I not surprised?
Some furs, a big diamond. It doesn't have to be real, understand?
That makes it easier.
And something from this friend of yours, Emmett. Has he got a photo album?
I don't know. Probably.
Better bring it to me.
Furs, a diamond, and Emmett's photo album. And then?
Sit back and watch the fur fly.
メメットの研究所に向かえ。テロリアンで 貸して。
Have you figured out what's wrong with the time circuits?
Not sure. Possibly. It seems to me to be a simple wiring issue, but I'm double checking to make sure. All the basic equipment appears to be functional.
Any chance I could borrow the DeLorean? I want to drop in on young you at the lab.
Well, I don't know. The time circuits...
Listen, I promise I won't take it to 88.
Even so, I'm worried about letting it out of my sight while it's still behaving unpredictably. Tell you what, I'll take it on a test drive 1 minute into the past. If it passes the test, I'll let you borrow it.
It worked! Didn't it?
I'm afraid not. In fact, the discrepancy appears to be getting worse. I arrived 6 hours ago.
Oh, too bad.
I didn't want to risk undoing any of the work you've done thus far, so I kept out of sight. But the time lag wasn't entirely a waste. I stopped by the hardware store and bought the parts for a chronometric analyzer.
A what?
A diagnostic device. See, I plug it into the time circuits and set them to cycle. When the green light goes off, I should have the data I'll need to understand the scope of the problem.
Hey, no
driving the exhibits off the lot!
Looks like you'll have to find another set of wheels if you want to get to the lab.
トラックで行けってこと？ああ、けどなんか未来が出てきたの。未来の電車。おお。何やったっけこれ。
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Corleone. It's no skin off my nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth. Speaking of whom, I better go see what's keeping him.
You should stay here.
What?
I mean, you want to deal with that situation at the registration booth.
Oh, that. We finally found that form. It was... in my purse.
But...
Not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but... Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interest. You see...
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
Go. I'll keep her occupied till you get back.
なんか複雑やね。今の奥さんやしな。
The century looks bright for our fair metropolis. Jump with us 50 years into the future for a peek at Hill Valley circa 1981. Courtesy of Hal's Hardware and the collective imagination of mankind. Could this be our venerable town square? Yes, indeed. Though the form looks strange and new, the function remains the same as ever. But where are all the people? Why, they're underground. A network of burrows extends a mile into the earth, giving future Hill Valley's 10 million citizens plenty of space to work, play, and raise their families.
地上いらんやん。
Of course, our residents will want to venture forth into the fresh air occasionally. And what better excursion than a pleasure ride in this elevated super train of tomorrow? Agricultural advances will make it a breeze to feed our burgeoning population. Tired of waiting for Mother Nature to do her job? Just press a button. Presto! An artificial rainstorm drenches the valley's thirsty crops. And after the rain, what else? An artificial rainbow, reassuring all the good people of Hill Valley that their needs are taken care of. And life is sweet.
なんかこの装置だけでお金持ちになれそうね。
Pleasant dreams, Hill Valley. And the Expo would like to remind you that you can find everything you need to transform your dreams into reality at Hal's Hardware. Hal's Hardware. serving our fair city since 1895.
じゃあトラックでけどどうやってトラック乗るのも一苦労やね。帰ります。
It's not as nice as my truck back in 86. Jeez, I hope I still have a truck back in 86.
借りれない。
Hey, buddy.
Oh, good. He's back.
What kind of stuff have they got you hauling here?
How the heck would I know? Electro this, robo that, dynamo the other. It's all Greek to me.
あ、違うか。
Yeah, the trouble, cue ball.
That's what I'm trying to do.
さっき落としたこれか。スケボーでスケボーで行けってこと？どうやって？あ、スケボー持っていつものようにあれか。トラックの後ろにしがみつくってわけですね。毎度おなじみ。
I'm not sure what good a train would do there.
ああ違うかった。学校の前に見覚えのある乗り物が置いてある。はい。それは分かってるけど。それは分かってるんやけど。これをトラックじゃないの？
I'm not sure what good a train would do there.
わあどういうこと
I'm not gonna wave around my stolen property in front of people. Besides, this thing could be useful.
ん？通ってる車とかある？謎やねんけど。ここでもないし。デロリアン
I'm not sure what good a train would do there. Now that I've got my bitchin' train slash skateboard, I don't need the DeLorean to get around town.
だからどうやって
The underside of this future train model looks familiar. I wonder if it can ollie. Hang on, Emmett. Hope you're ready for a big breakup. Emmett?
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the Expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good. Okay, let's see now what's next. Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now. In love with the woman of my dreams. And a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
忙しい子やね。
I Don't Care by Trixie Trotter?
Edna doesn't approve of that sort of music, but I find it very soothing. Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see,
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
my star is on the ascent.
The mind of a degenerate criminal.
This kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science.
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey!
The test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Uh-huh.
When I turn on the mind mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that?
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Layabout? Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
これ入れ替えてあげてたらいいってこと？ん？さっきの、どれや？
Nothing happened.
Well, that button advances the slides during the mind mapping test. It only works while the test is running.
テスト中に動く。
I still got some work to do.
スーツ誠実。スーツも汚しとった方が良さそうやね。おじいちゃんのスーツも汚し。
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Not really. So this machine takes those little cards and tells you whether or not someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet does all the work. The mental alignment meter is just a glorified arcade machine.
So why not just go with the cards?
Edna says that people respond well to flashing lights and snap judgments. I can't argue with her.
No kidding. How goes the bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. I had to put a clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
Hmm?
Ew.
Ugh. Did the clamp fall off again?
Yeah.
Put it back on. Well, I don't even know why I keep that bacteria tank around. Every time the clamp falls off the nitrogen tube, it takes a couple of minutes before I can get the stench out of the air. Whew.
お、なんか不快になってる。オイルの缶。
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure.
この汚れたオイルをスーツにぶっかけてあげると。
Hey, Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
What is that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Damn it, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of...
12時間後にこのスーツはなくなるってこと？
Wait a minute, does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
じゃあどうしたらいいですか？これを入れ替えたいんやけど。ほんよん。ちょっとヒントなさすぎるな。エットのスーツは汚せない。クレンザーのシャワーで綺麗になるからだ。博覧会で汚れたらどうするつもりだろう。さらにみたいな。
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of destroying enzymes.
Clever.
ここに仕込み。
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil.
へえ。じゃあ海藻ケーキでも入れちゃいます。はい。
ね
え。違うのか。どうしたらいいんや。ここでできることないってこと？クレンザーのスプレー使えそうだ。ああ、もらっていくってことか、これ。
What the hell is that?
What?
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula.
本当は？ネバネバするものすべてに使えるバクテリア？タールに使うと。過去のヒルバレーの模型の中の毛皮にクレンザーを使おう。えらい具体的に内容を教えてくれたんですね。じゃあもうここはこれでってこと？
I'd be careful of that if I were you.
Why?
The rocket fuel experiment must have stripped one of the teeth in the hand crank. As a consequence, if you turn it for more than 10 seconds, it sends out an electric shock.
なんか不快指数溜まっていってますね。
Hey, Emmett, what's cooking?
That's an old Brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer?
Rabbit stew. The trick is to add the cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff. Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life?
It's, powerful, yeah.
I've got it on a slow boil for later.
あれ、緑になっちゃった。あ、違う。
That smells good.
精神？もうけど、ここでできること特に。マインドマップの
What's this typewriter do again?
The During a mental alignment test, it takes messages from the mind map helmet and turns them into punch cards. Like the one for Mr. Tannen over there.
Seems complicated.
Actually, it was all rather easy to put together. Once Edna gave me the idea.
Sounds to me like you should be working on harder problems then.
What? Sorry, I've got to get back to work.
で、進んで良さそうっすね。
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Emmett, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No.
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome.
よし。行きますか。
Hey, Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Gotcha. まだ喋ってんの？ここになんか毛皮がどうのこうの言ってたけど。階段。あ、これ毛皮。
That volcano looks a lot like the one I did for my 7th grade science fair. Furs donated by Lamont's House of Ermine. At least they're going to a good cause. They're stuck tight in this tar.
Times may be hard in Hill Valley, but our present worries fade into insignificance when we ponder our Pleistocene past. Is the wolf knocking at your door? Be glad he's not a Tyrannosaurus, king of the ancient lizards. And if you find yourself drowning in debt, well, you could be drowning in something a whole lot stickier, like the Hill Valley tar pits. This peek into the distant past is brought to you by Lamont's House of Ermine, reminding you fur is forever.
ね。原始人？
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, where the cleanser might have dissolved the fur. Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
ってどうするのこれ？デロリアンのテストすると何が起きる？何が起きるの？炎？全然わからへん。何が起こるんですかこれ。はい。
It'll be safe in there.
どういうこと何が起きるの？テストの準備ができたと。こっちから行けない。
Hey, Doc. I mean, Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, what am I supposed to look for again?
A signal that it's done evaluating the time circuits. The analysis can take a while. Be sure to let me know when the light turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
ああ、ライトを緑にせないかんってこと？
Good news! I think Trixie's gonna go along with my scheme.
Pursue whatever strategies you like, but please don't tell me the details.
なあ、じゃあもうあんまり喋らん方がいいってことか。ライトは？
Doc said to tell him when the light on his diagnostic thingy went green. Hey, the light's green. That means Doc could take the DeLorean out again.
終わってた。なぜか終わってた。
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear. Yes?
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. If the systems check out, I should be able to take it for another test run. I've got to run a short errand, Miss Strickland. I suggest you think about what I've been saying.
Oh, I will.
When did you land this time?
9 hours and 37 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Frankly, it's starting to get a little difficult to avoid running into myself. Still, the time jump yielded some interesting new data on the flux field. I'll run some more tests and we'll see what we find.
スプレーは効いてんの？
Doc's trip aged the formula a few hours. Not enough to turn it to acid, though.
9時間経ってるってことか。なるほどね。
Nope, no green light yet.
これ、ああ、じゃあこれを戻しに行ってってこと？ややこいな。
Emmett.
Michael!
What?
I'm at my wit's end. My portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula's disappeared.
Can't you make more?
There's no time.
Don't worry, I'm sure it'll turn up soon.
Good. There's no way in God's green earth that I'm heading to that expo without it.
That doesn't need cleaning. I'd better not return it yet. I might need it to clean something. If only this stuff was several hours older, I could use it to dissolve Emmett's suit.
Mm-mm-mm. で、古くしてきたんですよね。
If what Emmett told me about his Wonder Cleanser is true, another trip through time will probably turn this stuff into battery acid.
もう一回飛ばせってこと？何回飛ばさなあかんの？
Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? The furs and the diamond? And your friend's photo album?
Not all of them yet, but I'm working on it.
Good. I'm itching to give Miss High and Mighty an eyeful.
毛皮とダイヤモンドとなんてアルバム全然忘れてたわ。ダイヤモンドとアルバム。
That volcano looks a lot like the one I did for my 7th grade science fair.
未来の車のテント。ああ、ダイヤはドックの指輪についてるのかな。
Come see the cars of the future. Brought to you by Statler DeSoto.
じゃあドックの家に全部揃ってるって感じ？毛皮はこれやんね。
How's it hanging, Emmett?
No time for small talk. I've got machines to tune and mind maps to sort.
指輪指輪。指輪はどこだ？
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
You look a little constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture. I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
はい、撮ってます。
Hey, Emmett, I've got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't mention it.
またはダイヤモンドっすね。
Hey, Emmett, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
So, you and Edna, how serious are you guys?
Well, we both enjoy a good joke every now and then, but I'd say on the whole we're fairly serious people. Why do you ask?
No. What I mean is, how serious is your relationship?
Oh, well, as a scientist, I can't state this with 100% confidence, but I'm provisionally certain that I'm head over heels in love.
Really? With Edna?
What can I say? She's my muse. In the weeks since we've been courting, she's given me so many wonderful ideas.
Is all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Yes, it's our mental alignment meter.
Mental alignment meter? I thought you were working on some sort of rocket car.
Oh, the rocket propulsion system was far too unreliable, as that incident with Einstein proved. By the way, whatever happened to Einstein?
I wish I knew.
Anyway, I started tinkering with an alternate method of propulsion, but that was before things started heating up with Edna. Our conversations about the possibilities of applying technology to social ills pushed my research in a whole new direction.
What's a mental alignment meter?
It's the most revolutionary piece of technology since the cotton gin.
What does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the human mind.
Anyway. Did you make a mind map of yourself?
Of course. Take a look.
Edna's right. You are a model citizen.
At least as far as my invention's concerned. Confidentially, this whole enterprise is a little light on the hard science and a little heavy on the smoke and mirrors.
Pitting?
You look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
あとダイヤモンドだけやけど、どこにあるんや？鍋？毒を持ってるんかな。そもそもここではない。どこ？あっち戻ってもダイヤモンドなんかないよね。
Hey, Artie.
Hey, Mr. G-Man. How's the, undercover operation?
If everything goes as planned, we should be wrapping things up real soon now.
Well, when it's time for me to play my part, just say the word.
You haven't met Sylvia yet, have you?
My contact person? Not yet. Is he or she at the expo?
I don't think so, and I'm pretty sure it'll be a she. Keep your eyes open for Sylvia.
What should I do when I meet her?
Just let nature take its course.
Keep
doing what you're doing, Grandpa.
Grandpa?
That's our, code name for you.
Oh, ha! Funny.
ダイヤどこ？こいつ持ってないかな？
Hey, buddy.
Oh, good. He's back.
持ってないね。
Stay out of trouble, cue ball.
That's what I'm trying to do.
ダイヤ？もう一度試せば結果は変わるだろう。ちょっと行ったり来たりが大変ですね、これ。もう一回。
I'm back, and I'm busy. Make yourself at home, though.
ここ？
This thing reads Emmett's mind maps. According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
Switch.
This thing reads Emmett's mind maps. So when it's turned on, that helmet can really read your mind?
Not really. It's actually a little more than a simple Wheatstone bridge, measuring galvanic skin responses to various sensory stimuli.
Like those pictures you showed me?
Precisely. The theory is that good citizens will have positive reactions to positive figures, while bad citizens will have positive reactions to negative figures, and so on.
And it really works?
So far.
Switch どこですか？あ、これ。なんかあった。これか。あ、違う。どこ？スイッチはどこだ？ これじゃないの？
Mind if I...
Go ahead. Ah, that'd be Mr. Needleman's card. I'll just put this in the stack with the other hooligans.
マインドマップのスイッチってどれ？ここからなんか線が伸びて、これや。こんなもう嫌なもん全部。
Ew.
Oh.
で、スライドを送ったらいいんやね。いいぞ。めっちゃ聞いてるのこれ。長いな。あ、けどこれポジティブにせなあかんのかな。こういうのにポジティブにせなあかんのじゃん。
Ah, that smells much better.
なんかちょっとバルブ閉めて。あ、ちょ。
Guess it's already stinky enough in here.
ん？
Ah.
取り口で大興奮するようにしとかなあかんねこれ。
Careful, don't let all the flavor escape.
これでスライド送りして。かつこれ入れ替えたらいいわけですね。はい。
Swapping out Emmett's mind map with a crappier one is a great idea, but I should probably scan it with a mental alignment meter first.
なるほど。最低の市民かどうかをこれで確認する。あ、ちょ。
Okay, that's pretty bad, but I'd better try to match Tannen's mind map.
嘘どういうことマジでそもそもこれに、これが別にポジティブでもなんでもないってことだ。ようわからへん。
Ew.
これ誰な？ジョン・ウィルクス・ブース誰？
Wait, I know that. That's John Wilkes Booth, the guy that shot Lincoln. So I guess he's supposed to be a negative figure.
あ、そういうことはちょっと待って。それ絵の中からやらんとわからんくない？あ、違う
It's a picture of Edna. Since Emmett's got the hots for her, I guess she's supposed to provoke a positive response.
まあネガティブですね。
Ew.
で、ポジティブにして、もう一回やらないかんのかな。
That smells good.
.多分警察官やからポジティブなはずやけど。
It's Danny Parker. He's a cop, so I guess he's supposed to get a positive response from model citizens. Ew.
何回やらないかねこれ。
Ew.
中間いるこれ。まあしゃあないな。
I don't know who that is, but he's clearly a Tannen, so I guess he's a negative figure.
なるほど。じゃあこれでいいってことね。 これはおぼさんじゃないの？あ、ちゃいます。マイナスになってもうた。純真
I
な
remember
子
that
供。
picture from Edna's apartment in 1986. It's a kid and a relative of Edna, so it's probably a positive figure.
ん？待って。あ？ポジティブ？もう一回。
It's a kid and a relative of Edna, so it's probably a positive figure.
あ、ちょっと待って、タネン、違う、間違えた。ネガティブにネガティブしてしまうた。ちょっと待って、間違えた、もうやった。このシステムめんどくさい。
That smells good.
Emmett's invention makes him out to be a model citizen, huh? Well, we'll just see about that.
まあけどなんか説明台詞入ってきたから、これでええんちゃうかな。頼む、もう一回やりたくない。
That's almost bad enough. I just need one more wrong answer to drive Emmett's mind map all the way down to Kid Cannon's level.
やった。マジで。自分手でパンチ上げたらええやん、もうこれ。これ中間がめんどくさいよ。
Ew.
悪しき10年以上前のゲーム。
That smells good.
なんかやらさせんねん、これ。もう勘弁して。もうシチューの匂いときめかんでええねん。
Hey there, you stinky little bacteria. Hey there, you stinky little bacteria. Ew.
てか、あれか、中立にさしといて、こんなん使った方がいいってこと？これめんどくさくないんかな。
That smells good.
黄色にしかならへんのかね。結局一緒か。
Hey there, you stinky little bacteria. Ew. Trixie. I don't think Edna approves of her, so I guess she's a negative figure.
That smells good.
Hey, Emmett, I think your mind map test is broken.
Oh, that switch just keeps shorting out on me. No time to fix it now. I'll have to take care of it at the expo.
Looks like I'm not going to be doing any more mind maps. I guess I'll test this out and hope for the best. Bingo! Now Emmett's mind map is as bad as Tannen's. Now all I have to do is swap this out with Emmett's original mind map and Emmett's own machine will do him in.
Okay.
Okay, Emmett. Get ready to meet the new you.
Hey! What? I almost left behind my mind map card. We're gonna show it off at the expo as a rare example of a model citizen. Edna kill me if I forgot that.
She might kill you anyway when she gets a look at that mind map. Once Emmett gets to the expo, I'll try to figure out how to get him to put his card in the mental alignment meter. But for now, I better concentrate on making Emmett a slob who cheats on his girlfriend.
Okay.
Doc's trip aged the formula a few hours. Not enough to turn it to acid, though. Hey, the light's green.
I see. Well, you certainly do know a lot about...
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear.
Not at all, Mr. Sagan. Take your time.
Much obliged, Miss Strickland. Yes?
Your chronometer's gone green again.
Excellent. Let's hope this time my test run is a success. I'm sorry to desert you again.
Yes, well, you've left me with plenty to think about.
Any luck this time?
Depends what you mean by luck. My arrival time was off again.
By how much?
8 hours this time. Gave me the chance to take in 3 showings of Frankenstein. Good movie. A bit implausible from a scientific perspective, but I can see how my younger self would have been mesmerized.
What about the DeLorean?
Oh, yes. I did get one critical piece of information. The chromium elements in my circuits became unstable during the temporal shift. I should replace them with titanium.
Great!
Now, unfortunately, titanium won't become commercially available till the Kroll process is perfected in 9 years.
9 years?
But there may be another solution. I'm going to fire up the chronometric analyzer again. Then, while I'm stalling in there, you can... Uh-oh. Where did it go?
The lab!
You better get down there before she makes the situation impossible. I'll tend to the DeLorean.
Age to perfection.
何回往復すんのこれ。
Hey, Emmett, I'm back.
いない？あ、何してんの
Oh my!
You know, I thought you were coming down here to keep Emmett focused on his invention.
No, she is. But she's generously scheduled brief canoodling breaks every 45 minutes to keep my mind fresh.
Time's up, dear. Let's get back to work.
Shall we?
Now, Mr. Corleone, what can I do for you?
研究所に忘れ物をしちゃってはい。
Can I go into the lab for a bit? I think I left something in there.
Sorry, but I'm afraid the lab is off limits until Emmett's finished tuning the mental alignment meter.
But...
No exceptions.
なんかうまいこと消そうとしてたけどバレたか。
Can I talk to Emmett? It's kind of important.
It'll have to wait until later. Emmett's got a lot to do before the expo opens. Isn't that right, darling?
You know it, Schnookums.
Schnookums?
You can talk to him later.
ミスターフュージョンの燃料ですね。
Mr. Sagan says he needs to talk to you back at the high school.
He does? Whatever for?
He says he's got a lead on the speakeasy arsonist.
He does he? Well, I'm not sure anyone cares about that old story anymore. But I suppose I could spare a few minutes in the service of solving a crime. Will you be all right without me, sweetheart?
It'll be tough, but I think I'll muddle through.
Try to keep him focused. He's so easily distracted.
Don't I wish?
Hmm. 今回のパート結構長いっすね。間違ってったとこもあるけど。彼のスーツ台無しにしよう。普通にあ、そうか。もうこのクレンザーがそもそも破壊光線になったってことか。はい。
There it is. I've been looking all over for my portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Where'd you find it?
Out by the trash.
That's strange. I haven't been out there for hours. Oh well.
Are you gonna spray your jacket? It's looking a little dusty.
Not until it's really dirty. This cleanser doesn't grow on trees, you know. Well, some of the ingredients grow on trees, but the rest are synthesized polycarbonate
really
detergent
dirty?
blends.
I can do that. I'll wait until you're at the expo to show Edna what a suit-destroying slob you can be. Now all I have to do is set up Edna to think that Emmett's fooling around on her, and everything will be ready to go.
だからそのダイヤどこにあるんやろ。偽物のダイヤモンド。ダイヤモンドの形をしたものがある。あったかな。
Marty!
Doc!
What's
all the hustle and bustle?
It's almost time for the opening ceremony.
Holy jeez, I better work fast. I think I got it all worked out. When it all comes together, Edna will think you're the worst guy in town. I just need a couple more pieces.
Well, don't go to too much trouble.
What do you mean? Oh.
Hmm?
You thought of an easier way to break them up?
Not exactly. You see, I've been mulling things over, and... in the timeline you're from...
The right timeline?
Yes. I've got a wife.
A great wife. Clara, and kids, and a dog. And a bitchin' time train, and...
And Edna? How does her story turn out? How does she end up?
Oh, well, Edna ends up...
悩むって。いや、けど、そんなどっちもこっちもできんの。これがダブルビジョンってこと？
To be honest, she ends up kinda sad.
Sad?
She lives with some cats in a dinky little apartment, and she spends most of her time yelling out her window at people, and collecting newspapers, and living in the past.
I see. Perhaps we've been going about this problem the wrong way. Do we really have to completely obliterate my timeline so we can restore yours?
Doc?
Maybe we could have the best of both worlds. I could be with Edna, but it could be a little bit, you know, more healthy.
Can you hear yourself? Do you know what you're saying? Let me remind you. She took over your life. She kept you from doing what you were meant to do, till there was nothing left of you but this hollow shell.
Maybe, but she only did it because she cared.
I don't believe this!
All I'm saying is, let's stop and take a breath. This elaborate plan to derail my younger self's love life, is the short-term misery worth the long-term gain? Maybe we can find a third way. One where everybody wins. What do you think?
この落ち着き払ったドクと一緒になって、またなんか別の時間軸で生きていくっていう方法は、よくないよ
No! I'm sorry, Doc. I can't go along with what you're saying. You don't belong with Edna.
So you're determined to break us up, in spite of my stated wishes?
Basically, yeah.
Then there's nothing left to say.
Where are you going?
Why should it matter to you? Aren't you planning on overriding me?
What is this? なんでこんななんか彼氏と彼女みたいなことせなあかんの。ちょっと待って。わけわからんなって言いた。ダイヤモンドにそっくりな。ダイヤモンドにそっくりな？学校の前にダイヤモンドにそっくりな。何があります？
I wish the courthouse did look like that in 1981.
あった。
Nice rock, but I can't reach it.
And after the rain, what else? An artificial rainbow, reassuring all the good people of Hill Valley that their needs are taken care of, and life is sweet.
Nice rock, but I can't reach it.
なんでやねん。
And after the rain, what else? An
それ
artificial rainbow, reassuring all the good people of Hill Valley that their needs are taken care of, and life is sweet.
Nice rock, but I can't reach it.
What? ここになんか置く、シャワーヘッド
I wonder if that has a massage setting.
ぶち壊しアイテムをどうか
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil. I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil. I'm good, but even I don't think I could skateboard on that.
どうやって取ったらいいんこれ
Nice rock, but I can't reach it.
手が届かないで、ここに手前にブイーンって来てくれるけど、ブイーン。
I'm good, but even I don't think I could skateboard on that.
And after the rain, what else? An artificial
これどうやって取るマジで
rainbow.
短期になろう。短期になってるで。雨が降っている間に20だそう。やったやったやった。
All the good people of Hill Valley that their
I'm
needs
good,
are
but
taken care
even
of.
I don't think I
And
could skateboard
life
on that.
is sweet. Agricultural advances will make it a breeze to feed our burgeoning population. And the air of waiting to remind you that you can find everything you need to transform your dreams into reality at Hardware, an artificial rainbow bridging our fair city since 1895.
Just borrowing it.
はい。全部持ってきたで。
Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? The furs and the diamond? And your friend's photo album?
Not all of them yet, but I'm working on it.
Good. I'm itching to give Miss High and Mighty an eyeful.
あれアイテム1個ずつ渡していかなあかんねんな。
Voila!
Say, pretty snazzy for a phony rock. Gimme. Keep that up and I may take a real shine to ya.
I'd rather you take a fake shine to Emmett.
I'm working on it. How about the furs in the photo album?
I'll get him to you. I brought Emmett's photo album like you asked.
Let's see. Gee, he's not bad looking. In an egghead kind of way.
Remember, I don't want you seducing him for real.
I ain't a cradle robber, kiddo. Now bring me those furs and we'll be in business.
何するつもりなんやろな。
Hey, Trixie. Are these furs good enough?
Well, they're a little ratty, but, they'll work.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, the redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long, he won't.
Great.
切ったぞ。ん
Hey, Emmett, what's keeping you?
No, hello, Michael. I guess I've got a mild case of stage fright. I'm about to play my big scene, you know. No telling how Edna's gonna react. Wish me luck. Oh, for Pete's sake.
You've, got something on your suit.
So I have.
最低やな。
Anti-stain formula, work your magic.
Emmett!
Just in the nick of time. Step back now. We're gonna need a little space here.
Oh, aren't you a vision? Like something that descended from the heavens.
Yes, I'm feeling a bit elevated at the moment. There's something I've just gotta ask you.
Wait, your tie's a bit crooked.
I've been holding it inside for weeks now, and I've simply gotta get it off my chest.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
My grandfather's suit!
My formula! Oh. Don't look! Turn your head! I'll be right back, and we can try this all over again.
It's Lathrop Brown!
Huh?
Bessie Trotter! How do you know this woman?
I don't! I mean, I listened to some of her records, and I may have taken a picture or two of her, but I...
Go on! Deny to the world that you know me. Perhaps it is true, but I know you all too well.
What is going on here?
You rich boys are all alike. You think material possessions can compensate for a broken heart. Well, you can take back your furs, and take back this gaudy diamond, too! I don't need your expensive presents. I need you. And more importantly, little Emmett Jr. needs you.
Well,
Edna,
Edna me. Apparently you are not the man I took you for.
But I am, see? The mental alignment meter proves it. I am the man you fell in love with.
Let me see that card. I should have known. A degenerate criminal.
What?
Get out of my sight! I never want to see you again!
That was rough, Emmett. I'm sorry you had to go through it, but things are gonna be okay. You and me can... Emmett?
これはこれで未来変わるよね。だってこんな話なかったよね。
Yeah, maybe too great. Emmett! Emmett!
Go away!
Come on! Where are you? I'm sorry you had to go through that scene at the expo. Things didn't work out the way you expected, but everything's gonna turn out okay. See, I know how this story turns out, and...
The story is over.
何しようとしてんの?
Okay, Emmett, hold still. I know your emotions are running a little wild, but don't do anything crazy.
Emotions? What emotions? My emotions are dead. They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Stop!
What are you doing up here?
Don't jump!
I wasn't gonna jump.
Then what do you...
This is where I come when I want to think.
Oh.
When I want to be alone.
Oh. Well, don't let me bother you. Go ahead and think.
Can't you take a hint? I don't want you here. I don't need you.
You don't know what you need.
なんか雷落ちそうじゃない?
As a matter...
あ、じゃ。
To get your mind off your problems, go see a movie. I hear Frankenstein's pretty good.
Frankenstein. I tell you that my very life force is drained away, and you want to talk about Hollywood monster movies.
It's a very inspirational monster movie. Especially the scene where they bring the monster to life. There's this big gurney that lifts him up into the air, and see, there's this wild storm going on, and lightning crashing everywhere. It's amazing. And you just gotta see it, Emmett. It'll change your life.
Look at my helmet. Which light is flashing?
Yellow.
Apathy. I don't care about movies. I don't care about anything anymore, and I never will.
Don't give me that. You care. Your heart's broken, I know. First breakup's a bitch, but you'll fall in love again, sooner or later. There's a woman waiting in the wings, and she's worth waiting for.
Spare me the platitudes. Now that Edna has turned my heart into a desiccated husk, I'm done with love. Forever.
You still care about inventing things.
Inventing is overrated. 99% hype, 10% fraud. Name one invention that ever did anybody any good.
How about... Think about Edison and the light bulb. That was a great invention.
Yeah, might have been. If there was anything in this miserable world worth illuminating.
The telephone. Think how that invention has revolutionized the whole world.
Yes. Now a person can be rejected long distance.
The automobile was a great invention, right? You love cars.
Yes. If I'm lucky, I may be struck by one today.
何言ってもダメや。
Help me out here.
You're getting on my nerves, Corleone. At least you would be if I still cared about anything.
Me? You care about me, Doc.
You?
Yeah.
You did this to me.
Did what?
I was perfectly content drudging away in my dad's law office. You show up out of nowhere, get me all excited about inventing, and disappear. 2 months later, you show up again, you trick me into making a hero out of myself and getting involved with Edna Strickland. Then you appear a third time and pretend to be my friend just so you can yank the rug out from under me and send me sprawling into the dirt.
Okay, I can work with that.
I loathe you, Michael Corleone. Or is that even your real name?
これ映画で見たいほんまに。
Marty. My name is Marty.
Oh, so everything you've told me's been a lie.
More or less.
Why? Why did you ruin my life?
Edna was no good for you. She was leading you down the wrong path.
I see. You had my best interests at heart.
Yeah.
Just like my father.
Oh, but there's more to it, see? Your father doesn't know your true path.
And you do?
Yes!
How is it that I can create a mental alignment meter and yet fail to realize that you are completely delusional? Oh, what does it matter? The world is absurd.
No, I know exactly what I'm doing. See, I know this may sound crazy, but you gotta listen. In 1985, you're gonna invent a time machine.
You're right. It sounds crazy.
I'm just trying to explain where I'm coming from.
けど言っていいんかなこれ。
In 1985, you're gonna invent a time machine.
You're right. It sounds crazy.
I'm just trying to explain where I'm coming from.
けど、もう
In
どうし
1985,
ようもないねこれ。
You're right. It's...
I'm just trying to... I did it for fun.
You ruined my life for fun?
Yeah, that's how I get my kicks.
You bastard. And all that time you spent building up my dreams, telling me I was gonna be a great scientist.
Yeah, what a laugh. Dreams are only for people with guts enough to follow them.
You're saying I don't have guts?
You? Look at you.
What do you know? A person like you? You don't know the first thing about me. I have more dreams in my little finger than you'll ever have.
Hey, daydreams don't count.
Daydreams? That's what they said to Edison. That's what they said to Einstein. That's what they said to...
Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah! And look what they accomplished. I'm sick of people telling me what I can and can't do. First my father, then Edna, now you! Listen to me, good. From now on, I'm living my life my way. I'm taking my own advice and I'm following my own ideas. My ideas. Do you hear me? My ideas. Great Scott. I've got it.
Got what?
The solution. My invention. I know how to make it work.
Mental alignment meter?
No, my airborne personal transport device.
The rocket car?
Not rockets at all. That was my mistake. The basic idea was sound, but the propulsion system was unworkable. But the lightning! Suddenly the answer is clear. It came to me all at once, like
a bolt of lightning?
Exactly! Static electricity! Super ionized static electricity powering the asynchronous oscillation of frictionless plates inside the... What's this stupid thing doing on my head?
Emmett, you're you again.
Here I've been wasting my time with silly mind-reading tricks when there's serious science to be done. And the expo begins at 8!
Let's get the hell out of here before anything else happens.
What?
I said, let's get out of here before anything...
どうしてんの落下死落下死はあかんやろ。ロープ。そういう
I can't swing on it while it's still attached to the statue.
じゃあダメじゃん。
It's not going anywhere.
どうしたらいい
Emmett!
What?
Got anything useful on you?
Only my wallet. Oh, and this portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula.
あ、それいいんじゃないですか。
I'm sorry about you and Edna.
Water over the bridge. Now get me down from here.
そりゃそうじゃ。
Hang in there.
最後
Very funny.
劣化のやつを取ってくるってこと降ります。これか。
Emmett's solution. This stuff's dangerous.
どうするつもりなのかけていいんこれ。バッドエンドとかならないですよね。どうやって釣りが取れてんのこれ。
I can't grab it from here.
嘘でしょ。
Hold on!
I wasn't planning on doing anything else.
登った。ちょっと待って。ちょっとコントローラーじゃダメっぽいですね。めっちゃ揺れる。めっちゃ揺れるなこれ。あ、違う。はいはい。
Gotcha!
Let's get out of here!
Your pants! They're stuck!
Do something before we're crushed! Ah!
任せろ。お前のズボンをバラバラにしてやるぜ。
What are you doing?
Trust me! Hold on!
What did you say your name was again?
Marty!
Marty? Thanks!
Don't mention it.
Tungsten. The catalyst will need to be made out of tungsten, given the temperature within the converter will no doubt be intense. We'll have to harvest the filaments from all the light bulbs in my house.
Your invention? You think you can finish it before the end of the expo?
Think? I've got to. My future depends on it.
Then let's go.
Of course, the oscillating plates will need to be calibrated precisely. Even the slightest misalignment could cause the magnetic field to fluctuate in intensity, leading to sudden shifts in polarity. The results could conceivably be catastrophic.
Who cares?
My thought exactly. Science should be messy and unpredictable, or else where's the fun of it?
かっこいい。あれおじちゃんエメットが。
Need a lift?
Mr. Sagan, got the kinks worked out of your car of the future?
Not all of them, but at least the DeLorean's mundane terrestrial functionality remains intact.
As usual, I have not the slightest idea what you're talking about. In fact, you remind me of someone I used to...
There, my dear, don't worry. I'm sure we'll all turn out well in the end.
Maybe for everyone else, but I suddenly feel very much like someone who's going to be alone and unloved for a very long time. Maybe I should get a cat.
Nonsense. I can state with nearly 100% certainty that you're going to have a long and fulfilling life.
How can you know that?
I think you'll find I know almost everything worth knowing about you and young Emmett and his friends. Tell me, how much do you know about Michael Corleone?
どうなるんすかどうなるんすか。仲良しでおってほしいな。
Let me
ファ
explain
イナ
it
ルエピ
again.
ソード。
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable. It was science. She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. If Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
弁護士とかね。
Doc.
次でいよいよラストっすけど、どうなるんすかね。全く予想つかないですね。なんかこうドクの心持ちがちょっとわからんっていうか、映画ファンからしたらちょっとそのまま元の時間軸戻って、まあクララとなりね、だからその後の話ちょっと見せてほしいところやったり、映画の舞台の未来とかちょっと言ってほしかったっすけどねどうなることやら。はい。ではでは、パート4ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。次回、ラストエピソードですね。また、多分今日と同じぐらいの時間に、明日できるかわかんないですけど、またやると思いますんで、ぜひぜひご覧ください。はい。ではでは、ありがとうございました。おやすみなさい。